It's about space creation.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing I noticed when I watched Detroit Houston last week was how much space there was in the red zone for the Lions compared to the 49ers.
Right.
The 49ers, it seems like in the red zone, they get these condensed formations sometimes. Everything, it looks like they're trying to run through a wall. The Lions are doing a lot of east-west and a lot of angles and a lot of attacking, and it just seems like there's a lot of room. Now, part of that's Goff's arm. Part of that's Amon-Ra's route running. Part of that's Jameson Williams' speed. Part of that's Jahmyr Gibbs' speed. But the Niners have speed. They've got Garendo. They've got CMC. They've got Cowing, guys who can really run. I'd like to see a little bit more creativity with the red zone play calling, and I'd like to see a little bit more space creation. I'm going to do a video later on this week where I'm going to go through the all 22 of the Lions red zone against Houston, and you're going to see some really, really creative looks. And I'd like to see a little bit of change up in the second half of the year as far as play design in the red zone to try to create more space than they've created in the first half.
Well, that's our next topic today. Are the Niners too predictable in the red zone? Like, it seems like they have enough talent to be good in the red zone, but they're very bad. They're 28th out of 32 teams, which is beneath them. Is it just a function of defenses anticipating what the Niners are going to do?
You know, here's the thing. I think when you're the play caller, you have a philosophy, you have things that you believe in, and then if you're the play caller consistently, eventually your ideas are your ideas, and eventually your opponent knows your ideas. So yeah, they're doing a lot of running, it seems like, on first down. They're doing a lot of throwing on second down. They do seem a little bit predictable. It's not that they're running, it's how they're running. It's like you're not seeing an assortment of runs to the edges. You're seeing very simplistic runs up the middle. And I don't think Brendel gets a lot of push at center. So I don't like the idea of running up the middle that much. So I am interested to see all the different ways you can, get it better. Like, there's three ways to make room in the red zone: power, speed, and ingenuity. Ingenuity being play calling. So, I mean, that's it. Either you can power through, and they don't have a power back, and they don't have a power line for the most part. You can use quickness, and maybe CMC helps in that area, or you can improve your play design. And I think that's on Kyle and the offensive coaches to come up with some better play design.
I got a stat for you.
Yeah.
On first down, inside the 10, from the 1 to the 10-yard line this year, Niners, Kyle Shanahan has called 19 runs and 3 passes on first down inside the 10. That is a tendency. There's no reason to run the ball 86% of the time on first down when you're close to the goal line. Like, that's why you're averaging 1.2 yards per carry in those situations. And to your point, it's up the middle, like every time. How about break a tendency? Everyone's expecting it. You could run to the outside. You could play action. It seems like this is an actual easy fix.
What did you say they averaged? 1.2?
Huh?
Okay, so contrast that to the stat that the Niner PR department is highlighting this week on the front page of the Niners Seahawks media thing this week, which is that the 49ers are second in the NFL on first down yards overall on all parts of the field, 7.06 or something like that, and the Ravens are first. So the Niners are the number 1 first down offense in football, or number 2 first down offense in football. But inside and they're averaging 7 yards a carry over the course of the whole field, but inside the red zone, only 1.2 on the runs
on first down.
On first down. That's what we're talking about. And this is a first down stat.
Yeah.
So that means that the rest of the field, they're really getting it done on first down. Mm-hmm. And what they're not doing on first down in the red zone is in stark contrast to that.
It would have been nice if Kyle Shanahan had sort of identified this tendency at the bye week. That's kind of what the bye week is for. Instead of focusing every week on studying the upcoming opponent, you get to study yourself and chart all your calls that you maybe don't even realize you've created a tendency. And you're like, oh my God, 19-3, that can't happen. So I don't know, like, why hasn't he changed it? It seems like it's about time. If he doesn't do it this week and they continue to struggle in the red zone, I think everyone's looking at it now. Like, don't do the run between the tackles on first down. Don't do that. You got to break tendency right now.
I would love to know And I try to ask these questions a couple times during the year, but it's hard to pry it out of him. I'd love to know his process with self scout, because does he do it every week? Does he only do it for things that are extreme, or does he take a deep dive and look at his self scout every single week and say, okay, these are our tendencies. This is what the other team's looking at us. Let's try to work against that or break tendency so we can have a little bit more surprise element to our game. I don't know how much he looks at that. Does he look at it once a month? Does he look at it twice a year? Does he look at it every single week? Is he only looking for things where the numbers are totally distorted or one-sided? I'd love to know his process more, because I think they do need to do a little self-scout. That is a trend at this point. And if we can see it, other defensive coordinators absolutely
like the Seahawks are talking about it right now. It's obvious. It's easy to find.
Right. And a good middle linebacker. Let's take Ernest Jones the fourth. Okay. He just came over. He's looking at a report from his quality control guy that says on first down in the red zone, the Niners have 19 runs and would you say 3 passes?
Yes.
Yeah. 19 runs, 3 passes. What do you think he's keying on? He's keying on the run. He's leaning forward. He's thinking run. And if you come through with the run, he's anticipating it.
Yeah. So it seems like play action is wide freaking open, like just a naked bootleg, a zone read. There's so many things the Niners could do that are out of character that would work. So to me, we just told Kyle he's watching. I think we just fixed it.
We'll see if we see a difference on Sunday. Seattle can't stop the run. That's for sure. And they don't run the ball themselves. So it should be, it's going to be an interesting red zone for sure.
It's just Josh says, I would like to see more zigs in the red zone from someone other than Ayuk. He would get draped on those and no other receiver runs it. What's a zig?
A zig. I've never,
Can we get a follow up on that one, Josh? I'm sorry.
I can't give you the pattern of a zig.